What is going on, guys? Well, welcome back. As always, your host, Kmack time. Today, we're going to do a special video. Now, about a week ago, I did an Ask Me Anything where I put out a hashtag on Twitter, and I made a video asking you guys to ask me questions about my life, my gaming life, my YouTube life, and I promised I would answer as many as possible. Excuse me, I'm kind of stuffed up. I have allergies coming on this weekend. But anyway, so yeah, this is a video where I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. So, you know, there's hundreds of questions, so we're going to jump right into this so we can get through as many as possible. Starting out with some of the questions I got asked over on Twitter. And this comes from, oh man, I can't even, some of these Twitter handles I can't even pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. But this person asked, what do you think of Minecraft? What do I think of Minecraft? I understand that it's a great game, and I understand that it's very, very amazing and in-depth. I also understand that Minecraft is not for me. I've played Minecraft both on PC and on the Xbox, and I don't know. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I mean, the only reason I didn't like it is because I didn't understand what was going on, and that everyone else knew what was going on, and I didn't. And it made me feel like I just didn't belong, like I was some kind of noob loser guy. I don't know. It wasn't for me. But you know, good question. Would I ever play it again? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see, but probably not. Moving on. The next question is from Jason Segundo, who asked, who/what motivated you to start uploading YouTube videos? And I get asked this a lot. So if you guys, I probably got asked this probably about 10 different times in 10 different ways for this. But to answer all of you who asked me this kind of question, why I started uploading YouTube videos, we'll start out with why. Basically, back in 2006, when I first got my first Xbox 360, I was playing Call of Duty 3 at the time, because that's the game that came with my Xbox when I first got it. I was a freshman in high school, so yeah, I was probably about 14, 15 years old, and playing Call of Duty 3, and I started, you know, getting really good at that game, because back then that's all I did, especially during that summer between 8th grade and freshman year of high school. I got incredibly good at Call of Duty 3, and if you guys know anything about Call of Duty 3, it is the retarded stepchild of the Call of Duty series. Everyone hates that game. It's probably the worst game in the whole history of Call of Duty. It was Treyarch's first game. It was really shitty. The online multiplayer was really shitty. But at the time, it was all I knew. I didn't know there was anything better, so I thought it was great. It was literally the first online multiplayer game I'd ever played. So I thought it was great. So I played the shit out of it, and I got really good. And I started noticing that some people were putting videos online on YouTube of just gameplays, not even commentary at the time, just straight gameplays. And the thing was, their gameplays weren't that good compared to what I was getting. I was getting way higher scores, getting way more kills, doing way cooler stuff. You know, no scoping and all this kind of crazy stuff. I was way better at the game than these people that were getting these views on YouTube, and I felt like, you know, these guys are chumps. Why can't I do this? You know, my quality of gameplay is next level compared to these losers. You know, so I bought a capture card, and it actually took me a while to get a capture card that worked. And if I would have started then, like I said, I wanted to in 2006, 2007, before Call of Duty 4 came out, all that stuff came out. You know, before Grizz, before all those people, all those Hutch and Cnan, all those guys started. I wanted to get into this way before they did, or probably around the same time they did. But unfortunately, I was 14. I didn't have a computer that could handle, you know, capturing and rendering and uploading videos. My internet was slow at home back then. I just didn't have the means. So it took all the way until my senior year of high school when I got my laptop, my MacBook that I have now. I got that as a graduation gift for graduating high school, and took me that long to actually have a video upload. But that's a good question. Now, as to who got me into starting uploading YouTube, there's a few people. I don't really remember who they were specifically, but there was a few people back in the day that, like I said, posted Call of Duty 3 gameplays. They're probably nothing now. I probably don't even post videos. Another big one, obviously, influenced a lot of people, was Grizz and his like COD 4 montages, his COD 2 montages back in the day were absolutely sick. Those are probably some of my biggest influences. But a good question. Next up, another same question. All right, Anthony I cannot pronounce his last name. Nguyen. I probably butchered that. Sorry about that. But asked, what made you do theories in the first place? And that's an interesting question as well, because that is a huge part of my channel. It's probably what got my channel to where it is today. I would not be anywhere near without the cartoon conspiracy theories. And you know, it all started one day. I was just at a party with a couple buddies, and one of my best friends, you know, was telling me about this Rugrats theory that he saw on Dig or Cracked or something, and we started talking about it. We're like, wow, that's crazy. And then basically we started just Googling it, like, wow, like there's theories about a bunch of different cartoons, not just the Rugrats. And we started Googling. I'm like, you know what? That was right around the time where I just started making gameplay commentaries. So I thought, you know, why this would make an interesting topic to talk about a commentary. It was originally just supposed to be a few videos, not like a whole series, but it actually took off. So that's where that comes from. Star Trek Lover, I guess that's your handle on Twitter, asked, Kmack, do you like Pokemon? If so, what is your favorite Pokemon? Well, as a matter of fact, I love Pokemon, and I get asked this question all the time because I make a bunch of Pokemon videos. What is my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon. I just love the Gen 1 evolutions, and that's my favorite of the three. It's got great base stats, great special attack, great speed, great attack, good stab. It's got a great attack pool as well. Very versatile Pokemon. I just love to have those in my Nuzlocke runs. Dro on the low has it's a funny Twitter handle. Ask, what are you studying in college? And that's a good question. Actually, right now I'm going into my 4th year at Illinois State, so I'm going to be a senior at Illinois State University in Bloomington Normal, Illinois, and I am studying communications TV production is what my major is. So it kind of goes along with this whole YouTube thing, but not exactly what I want to do with it. Kind of want to work as a camera operator or director at a TV station. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully by this time next year I'll have some kind of internship or job at a TV station, either in Peoria, Illinois, or DeKalb or something like that. Good question though. Now, Crazy Killer 123 asks, Kmack, what is your overall favorite game of this year, and most anticipated game of this year? Wow, that's a lot of questions. So my favorite game overall of all time, I would have to say either Pokemon Yellow or Call of Duty 4, because those games are just absolutely amazing. They changed my life in a lot of ways, and I've played probably countless hours and days and weeks of those games probably. Favorite game of this year so far, Titanfall. You know, it's not really saying much because I've only bought like 5 games this whole year. I've been kind of low on buying games. And the most anticipated game is coming out actually in a few days. Coming out is Watch Dogs. I'm actually pretty pumped up for that. So I'm making a lot of videos on Watch Dogs if you guys are interested in that. So make sure you guys, if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. The same question. Stefan Abraham or Abramium, I'm terrible at last names. I'm sorry. Asked, why did you choose the YouTube name Kmack? That's an easy question because I've been called Kmack. It's been my nickname for years and years and years. Basically, this was my first name's Kyle and my last name's Mac, so Kmack. As to why they call me Kmack Time, it's a little bit different story. In high school, I was my high school basketball team's captain. We had a giant following of fans and supporters. I guess not giant, but we had a decent amount for the size of our school. And our basketball team was actually pretty good. I was actually pretty good at basketball. I don't want to be bragging or nothing, but I was all right, and our team was pretty good. And I just kind of started. Before basketball games, I would be like, it's Kmack time because it's my time to shine. And just kind of started from there. I just started joking around saying it's Kmack time, and then before I knew it, people were wearing watches to games and drawing clocks on stuff at homecoming, and it kind of became its own kind of thing. And then it was just my Twitter handle for a while, and then I just switched my YouTube name to that as well. So that's where that comes from. In fact, from high school basketball days is where the Kmack time comes from, because it's always Kmack time somewhere. That's the point. Anyway. Cynthia on Twitter asked, how old are you? Good question. I am 21 years old. I get to ask that a lot, actually. I know it seems kind of old to some of my viewers, or maybe a little bit young for some of my other older viewers, but yep, I'm 21 years old. I just turned 21 in February, and being old enough to drink is absolutely amazing, I assure you. Let's see, what's next? Zane Zeusy asked, how old are you? Why did you start to make a YouTube channel? I already answered both those questions, but I do appreciate your support on Twitter. Alright, this is a would you rather question from Connor1805. Said, would you drink the last drop of water on Earth if your friend said I might have pissed in that? Yes I would. I would guzzle it. I think I'd be pretty fucking thirsty, and I'd go all Bear Grylls and down that piss. Cody Hawkins asks, do you have any funny school stories from elementary or middle school? Let's see. Not really that I can remember from middle or elementary school. I was kind of fat and didn't really have that many friends back then. I kind of got picked on a little bit in grade school, but then I got a lot thinner. I grew about, I'm like 6'7" right now, and by the end of grade school I was probably about 6'2", and I lost a lot of weight by that time, so I wasn't really fat anymore. But as far as funny stories go, I did break a backboard once in high school. After practice one day, I was trying to dunk. I was trying to get an oop from one of my teammates. He threw me like a half-court alley-oop, and of course I missed it, and I pulled down the rim, and yeah, it shattered. It completely shattered all over me. It didn't like completely fall all the way to the ground or nothing, but it spidered the entire thing, and it was ruined. It was like a week before basketball season was supposed to start, and we had like a home game coming up in like a week, and it was a big deal because our school was kind of poor, and we didn't have a whole lot of money to buy a new backboard, and they thought that I was going to have to pay for it, and I didn't have any goddamn money because I was like 17, but I ended up not having to pay for it. The insurance company picked it up, thank God, and that was kind of funny though. I had to call my coach and tell him that I broke a backboard, which sucked. Patrick Nick Cooper asks, are you going to bring back mailbag time with Kmack? You know, it's kind of a good question. I was thinking about that. It's kind of similar to this video, but it's more on a weekly format, and you know, I could very easily bring that back. I might make an episode here too, coming up in the next month or so, but we'll see. He also asked, are you a virgin? And I can assure you the answer to that is no, I am not a virgin. I don't want to go too far into that because it's kind of weird, but nope, I'm not a virgin. Lost my virginity when I was probably 16 or 17. I can't really remember. It's been a while. Who else? How old are you? Already answered that question. Why did you start YouTube? What is your favorite creepypasta? Michaeli Rodriguez asked me that. What's your favorite creepypasta? My favorite creepypasta would probably be the Rugrats one. I forget what it's called. You know, the Angelicus Theory one is pretty good. Probably my favorite creepypasta by far. He also asked, how long have you liked theories, and what is your favorite video game, cartoon, and real life and random theories? What is my favorite game? Like I said, right now it's probably either Battlefield or Titanfall. That's pretty much all I play anymore, and I totally fail on this guy right there. God damn it. What is my favorite cartoon? Right now it's Regular Show. That show is fucking hilarious. They just released season 2 on Netflix. Been watching that. It's really funny shit. Yeah. Fucking love that show. Rigby and Mordecai are absolutely hilarious. My favorite real life theory, probably the JFK theory. Oh, that's a really interesting one. The whole grassy knoll thing is really cool. Thanks for the question though. From hashtag Yes Movement. Would you rather take a hammer to the balls or listen to Justin Bieber on a loop for 12 hours? That's a very easy would you rather. You know, cue up the Biebs for 12 hours because no one goes near my grapes with a hammer. That's just not happening. Not happening. I'm sorry. But moving over to some questions over on the YouTube. XVoxer12 asked, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, but horseradish is an instrument. Good question though. I love SpongeBob. Angela Montiel, probably pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry, said, what is the very first video game you ever played? And thinking back, it would probably be either an N64 game or a Super Nintendo game that my brother had. the first one I can remember playing, vividly remember playing, have memories of playing and enjoying, was Mario Kart 64. I used to play all the time with my grandparents, and I would go visit them. Very cool game, one of my all-time favorites. Probably the first game I remember playing. Mackin McDonald asks, what the fuck article would you rather happen to you? And that's a very easy one, because a lot of these are pretty gross. Like, they involve dying, they involve death in stupid ways. But I would probably take suffocation by titties as my one. The one guy that got suffocated by his woman's giant tits. So that's a good way to go. That's how I want to die. That's how I'd like to go. Julie, that's a very interesting. I don't know how she got that. Anyway, what is one thing someone would be surprised to know about you? That's a good question. Something they would be surprised to know about me is I'm white and have red hair. A lot of people on YouTube, when they see the videos where I show my face, they're like, "Whoa, I thought Kmack was black. I thought for sure he was black." Farthest thing from being black, almost as humanly possible. I'm like one step away from being albino, I guess you could say. Very fair-skinned, light-skinned, Caucasian with red hair. So, very, very clear I'm not any kind of black, even though I get that all the time. It's kind of funny. Another thing is that I really, really, really enjoy disc golfing. I just got into it. I just started for the first time probably Monday, but since then I've probably gone about 6 times in a week. There's a free course here in Bloomington, and I bought a couple discs, and I'm hooked on it, man. I want to go every day. I feel myself driving to the course and just want to go every day because it's so much fun. Good question though. Ricky Weldon asked, "Why aren't you a brownie?" Who said I'm not? Although I'm not. I have watched some of what is it, Friendship is Magic or something like that, I believe. I watched it on Netflix. I watched it just to see what the hype was about, really. And you know what? I didn't get it. I mean, I got the show as an alright cartoon and whatever, but it wasn't for me. I just didn't like it. And although I do have a neighbor who is a pretty big brony. He has the Rainbow Dash bumper sticker, and I always see him carrying around magazines and stuff with brony. He's a cool guy, but I don't know. I don't feel like I could ever get into it like he did. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. I don't hate on bronies. It's just, not for me. Not everything's for everyone. Let's see, what else have we got here? What's your favorite Pokemon from Gen 3? Asked Amy in. Oh, that's a tough name. Amy Innocencio. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that awful. My favorite Gen 3 Pokemon though, Flygon. Fucking cool Pokemon. Very cool. I love Dragon Pokemon. Lucas Flo asks, will you play games with your fans? Hell yes. That is an affirmative hell yes. I would love to play games with you guys. Whether it's Xbox One, Xbox 360, we could even do, I don't have a PlayStation 3, but we could do maybe like a, well, I don't have PC gaming either, but, Xbox 360, we could play Titanfall on Xbox One, we could play Battlefield 4 on Xbox One, we could play Grand Theft Auto 5 on 360, we could play Ghost on 360 or on Xbox One. Anything on the Xbox that has like a multiplayer, I would love to play with you guys. Maybe we'll make a live stream one of these days. I'd love to do a live stream with my fans. So that'd be cool. Angel Garcia asked, what's your full name? I think I already answered this, but it is Kyle Mack. For all you stalkers out there, very cool. Oreo already asked, what college do you go to? I already answered this as well, but I'll answer it again. I go to Illinois State University in Bloomington Normal. Probably the second biggest college in Illinois, behind U of I, University of Illinois in Champaign. Let's see, what else? What is your outro and intro songs? I get asked this in about every video, and the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. My outro song was given to me when I joined a network, my first network, probably about 2.5 years ago. One of the higher ups sent me a file with all these music in it, and this one it's just labeled outro song. It's just called outro song. I don't know who it is or who it's by, but that's what it's called, outro song. And I don't know where you can find it. I don't know. It's just something I don't know about. And my intro song is just, it's called Free Intro Song. I googled free intro song and it was on a list of songs I could use for an intro. It's nothing special either, but I get asked that a lot. Alex530 asked, do you play sports? Like I just said, I just started playing disc golf just this week. I'm really into it. But other than disc golf, I love regular golf. Like I told you guys, I played basketball in high school. I was actually pretty good at it. I was all-state my senior and junior year, and I was all-state special mention my sophomore year. I scored probably, I think I had a school record for how many points I scored. I had like 1,400 points and like almost 900 rebounds in 3 years, something like that. Those were school records, I believe. But we have a small school. It's 1A, so it's nothing like I didn't even go to college to play, although I could have. I had offers from smaller schools, NAIA schools, D3 schools, D2 schools, gave me offers to come and play for them. But it wasn't for me. I didn't want to play. If it wasn't D1, I didn't want to play in college because I don't know. I just didn't want to. But I could have, but I chose not to. Other sports I played, I did play football in high school. I wasn't very good at football. I only played 2 years of football. I played because I did golf my freshman sophomore year, and I switched over to football my senior and junior year. But I did play those sports. What is your favorite Pokemon from each generation? That's a hard one. Like I said, probably first generation. Like I said, would be Vaporeon. Generation 2. Probably Generation 2. I'm trying to think of who are the cool Pokemon from Gen 2. Fuck. Gen 2. Who's my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2? Spinark. I like the spider Pokemon. It's really cool, actually. Gen 3. Houndoom. That's a cool Pokemon. I believe it's. I don't know. I already said Flygon. Flygon's the coolest Gen 3 Pokemon. I already said that. Gen 4. I have no idea. I never played Gen 4. Never played Gen 5 either. From X and Y. I'm struggling on the X and Y names. I only played through it once. I don't know who it would be from X and Y, but those are the first Gen 3. We only have time for a couple more questions here. When did you lose your virginity? Like I said, I was 16, 17. Normal age for someone to do that. First time around, it's never good. So, it wasn't anything special. But that's pretty much all we have time for, guys. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to all of your questions. I tried to get through as many as possible. This video is coming up on almost 25 minutes. I don't want to make it too terribly long and bore you guys, but I thought I would just do this for you guys. I got through as many as I possibly could. I would like to thank each and every one of you who left a comment or left me a tweet asking me a question. I very, very much appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for watching my other videos. I love you guys so much. We just hit 50,000 subscribers, like I said in the previous video, and we're almost 53,000 as I speak. And that is absolutely mind-blowing to me, guys. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you guys' support on this, making my dreams come true. Being able to produce content for an audience is absolutely amazing. So I cannot thank you guys enough for that. But that's all we have for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys get that like button. Very much appreciated. As always, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for more content. And as always, guys, have a great day. Game the fuck on. I will see you next time, guys. Till then, take it easy and peace out.